Hey, it's a Humble Collector here. Today's video, we're going to take a look at the two-panel death card of Heinrich Holzl. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. So going through the card here, we have a nice photo of Heinrich, and then moving to the text itself. In pious remembrance and prayer to Heinrich Holzl, Gefreiter in an Artillery Regiment, Reserve Officer Applicant, graduate of the Fair Gymnasium in Munich, campaign participant in Holland, Russia, and France, born on January 14th, 1923, killed on November 18th, 1944, on the battlefield at Morvillars, south of Belfort, France. And unfortunately, I don't have any casualty record for Heinrich here. However, the location's rather interesting. So he would have been killed fighting the French First Army, and we know that because south of Belfort here, we have the Belfort Gap, which is a geographic formation, and it's a flat area between the Jura and Vosges Mountains. Now, this is the last geographical feature in this area before you get to the Rhine. And the French would reach this river the next day on November 19th, 1944. Now, I don't know for certain what unit Heinrich was in, because unfortunately we don't have his casualty record. However, looking at some of the fighting in the area, it looks like the 338th Infantry Division, the 490th Grenadier Division, the 269th Volksgrenadier Division, or the 198th Infantry Division are all possibilities. They were all fighting in the Gap at that time. However, looking through the combat histories of all of them, we know that Heinrich here is a veteran of the fighting in Holland, Russia, and France. So, assuming that he's been with the same division the entire time, the 198th seems to be the most likely candidate, just because they were in the campaign in Holland, they were fighting in Russia, and of course, we're also fighting in France around this time. So they seem to line up, they're the most likely candidate. But unfortunately, we won't know for certain. But regardless, Heinrich being a veteran of the campaign in Holland, he's been in the war basically since the beginning and is killed here right before the end of 1944 as the Germans are getting pushed out of France. So moving to the very bottom here, in the hot battle in enemy territory, you suffered a fatal wound. Your loved ones in your homeland were hit hard by the bitter news. You, my dearest, died a heroic death for your fatherland. You have courageously and with a brave heart earned your heavenly reward. And panel 2 here is just a picture of a war memorial with a little bit of text at the bottom. If love could work miracles and tears could awaken the dead, then foreign soil would not cover you, our beloved. And it's kind of interesting because normally when we see this backing, it's just the war memorial. Very often you don't see the text at the bottom, so that's kind of neat. So yeah, overall, really interesting card. It's a shame that we don't have the exact unit, but thankfully, because the location is listed here, we're able to put together a little bit of what was going on around the time that Heinrich was killed. So yeah, overall, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment down below. Love hearing from you. Thank you all for watching. Happy collecting, and I'll see you all again very soon.